I just had a nap. I never have naps. I rarely have naps. But I woke up at 4:45 this morning. I went to bed at quarter after 11 last night. Usually I go to bed at 11:30, 11:45. So, but I was tired. I was sleepy. So I thought, okay, I'll just go to bed early. And then I knew that I had stuff to do this morning. My car was going in for a complete, workup. So it, had to be there at 8 o'clock. It was going to take all day. So that was necessary. But I hadn't made it into the school on Saturday because my work wasn't done on Saturday and I couldn't do my photocopying ahead of time. So I had to do my photocopying for the week today. So I put it in my mind, I have to wake up early. Now, I didn't intend to wake up at 4:45. I thought 5 maybe. Yeah. As it was, I woke up at 4:45. I decided I was going to get some sleep and tried to stay in bed until 5:15, which I did. Nonetheless, I had breakfast. I checked, did all my morning stuff. Was at school by 7. I was done by 7:30. Had my car in at the mechanics at 8 o'clock. Had nothing to do until 8:45 when my students came. And it was just way too early. I just didn't know how long this would take, so better to be prepared than unprepared, so I was early. I was pumped all morning. I was revving. I was going, and yeah, it was good. But after lunch, I realized that by 9:30 tonight, I was going to be tired. So maybe I ought to try a nap. I don't like having naps in bed in the daytime. I can close the blinds. I can, pull blankets over my head. I still don't like being in bed in the daytime. Whether I'm sleeping on top of the covers, which I hate, or, getting into pajamas and getting into bed, I also hate. It's daytime. It's not a time to sleep in bed. So if I do have a nap, my couch is crap. It's not a napping couch. It's too narrow, it's too whatever. Something doesn't lend itself to napping. Where I sleep is the chair beside the couch. I don't sit there anymore at night. I leave it to my husband. If I sit in that chair in the evening, I'll fall asleep. At some point, first show, second show, boom. I don't know if I snore, but I know I sleep. So that chair puts me to sleep. It keeps my back nice and flat. It just lends itself to sleeping. So I know if I want a nap in the daytime, a good place to go is the chair. I tried turning on the TV, but no, didn't need it. Turned off the radio. My husband has his radio going upstairs. So all the voices on the CBC, the station that we listen to, are familiar voices. But he's all the way upstairs. He hasn't got it on really loud. So I couldn't hear what they were saying, but I recognized all the voices. That Sheila Rogers was interviewing someone, and it was back and forth, and it was comfortable conversation, but I didn't need to hear it. I didn't understand anything. It was just going on. Perfect background for a nap. And it was great. I don't know if I actually fell asleep, but I rested. And that's what you need to do for a nap. So I've got things going. I'm going. I'm waiting for my mechanic to phone. He won't phone for ages. The car needs a lot of stuff done. I think I'm getting tires. What am I doing? I've got my lava lamp going. I've got my frogs glowing under the light. I've got these lights. I've got these frogs. I got them for one of the kids' birthday parties back when they got loot bags. You know, loot bags? And they got all these frogs and whatever, you know, these. This is what ended up being left over. Maybe they were my sons, my daughters, I don't know. Somebody's loot bag made it into my possession, and it sits there. And they sit there under the light. And when I turn the lights off, they glow. Wow. It's kind of dull today. Warm. It was raining this morning. It was foggy this morning. I don't remember what temperature it was, but it was warm. But as the morning went on, it started, snowflaking. Yes, it started snowing a little bit. It's still warm. What is it? What is it now? It is 1 degree. Okay, so it's going down. It was 2, it's 1. It's supposed to be getting cold this week. So I think winter's coming back. Actually, some snow. Okay, let's do that again. I got rid of it too quickly. It is supposed to be -4. Let's see, it's 0 tomorrow and snowing. -4 on Wednesday with sun and clouds. -6 on Thursday, it's snowing. -7 on Friday and snowing. -6 on Saturday and mixed sun and clouds. So, yeah, not exactly winter, but snow. So, weather's back. Drinking my coffee. Waking up. All my work is done for the week. I have a dentist's appointment made just now for tomorrow. My tooth here is getting unclean. Coffee, it gets into that unstraight tooth area. So I have to get that cleaned. And I haven't been to the dentist in a couple of years. Just didn't have the time lately. So, dentist tomorrow. Then I'd like to observe another class of Patrick's. I don't know when they're going to do this. They've put the job out there for the general membership. When are they going to, let the person who starts on Monday next week know that they're working? So I'm hoping that I will get the job, and I want to be, familiar with the students before I get there. I guess I have that advantage. I'm there. I have the free time, and I can do it. I don't want to do it on Friday again because that's when you get fewer students. So I'd like to do it earlier this week. And I have a hairdresser's appointment on Wednesday, so can't do that. So it'll have to be either Tuesday or Thursday. So that's my week. Okay. Really, bye for now. Bye. See you later.